Hi, today we're going to learn about classes. Classes are blueprints. They're like a plan that can be taken and used. Um, and we're and there's going to be a public access modifier and private access modifier. And what they do is they're going to tell you where a code can be accessed from uh, within a class or outside of a class. Outside of a class would be public, and inside would be private. So first, let's create a class. Let's call the class instance one. Let's create uh, a method with the same name as the instance. It has the same name as the class. Let's call it public instance one. Now, in order for a class to be used, it must be constructed. And every time it's constructed, the method with the same name as the class gets run. So console dot write line method with same name runs every time instance every time a class gets constructed. So so if we don't construct the class, there will be an error um, because nothing's going to run. Let's debug it, and there will be an error. Nothing's running. The code here doesn't run. The class must be constructed and the method must be used. So let's construct the class. So in order to construct the class, start with the class's name, and then we add in a identifier. Let's call it one equals new instance one. Let's run this program, and here you can see the output method with the same name runs every time a class gets constructed. And you can, inside of a class, you can also add other methods such as void test. It must be public so it can be used outside of the class. And then console.writeLine. This is a test. So what what the test method is going to print out is this is a test. In order to use it, we must go to the constructor and type in one dot test, and that's how we're going to access the method inside of the instance. Now with classes, there can be multiple instances of a class. So let's say we construct another class. This is going to be a second instance of a class. And if we create a variable here, int I is equal to 1, if we modify the I in one instance, um, the other instance, let's call this public, and the other instance, the class, the variable for I, the value for I will stay the same, or will be 1, because every instances creates a new data or layout, and it's going to be filled with default datas. The default datas which are created inside of the class. So if you write down console.writeLine 1.I and 2.I, this will show up as 0. But even though we didn't edit the I here, it's going to show up as 1. Because it's going to have new datas since it's going to be a new instance. Let's run this debug this program, and here you can see this is the test, which is the test method, and then you see 0. Oops, and you see 0 again because we didn't call method 2. Oh, we didn't call use the constructor for method 2. You see 0 and then you see 1 because each time you construct a class, they get a new instance of the class, and the instance are always going to be it's going to have its default data. And when you modify a variable in one, the other isn't going to be modified because they don't share the same variable. And that's all about classes for today. And thank you for watching.